Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. My question to you is it difficult to speak on any topic in English? Or is it difficult to talk about on any topic in English or have a conversation with anybody or anyone in English? I know what your answer is, and it is yes. I understand it is a little difficult to speak on any topic, any random topic, or anything in English without preparing. If we are not prepared and we have to immediately start speaking in English, we feel nervous, we feel intimidated, we are not able to frame sentences, we forget words or ideas and how to express them. So these are some problems or some things which do happen to all of us. But if you don't speak in English, how will you improve on your English? How will you gain fluency and confidence in speaking in English? Right? So the only thing we have to do is speak, speak and speak. Or practice, practice and practice. Speaking. Yes. How do we speak now? Let's take up a topic and start speaking on it. So today in this session, I'm going to pick up a topic and I'm going to speak on it, and I will tell you how you can start thinking about any topic and how you can start speaking on it. Right? How to think and speak on any topic, any given topic, any random topic while having a conversation in English. How do we prepare ourselves mentally and how do we start speaking about it? Okay, so all the tips and tricks I'm going to talk about in this session. So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is, yes, stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. Now let's begin. So taking up a topic and speaking on it will help us to gain confidence and fluency in speaking in English. But there are some terms and conditions apply. The first thing is the choice of topic. What topic you are choosing does matter. If you take up any topic which is very much used in a daily or day-to-day conversation, it is going to help you a lot. Topics like your hobbies or your daily routine or your work, your professional life, your personal life, vacations, holidays, weekend plans, the cuisine or the food you like or dislike, restaurants, hotels. So we talk about all these shopping experiences. So these are some common topics we do speak about or talk about in our conversations. We do have questions. So how was your weekend? So where did you shop? Or where did you buy this dress from? Right? Or what is your favorite food? Or which is your favorite restaurant? These are very common topics we do speak about, and we share experiences about a holiday, our vacation, our weekend plans, or we give reviews of our food as well, or restaurant food review as well. Okay, so these are very general common topics. We should take up such topics and start practicing English speaking. So this is the first thing you have to keep in mind, that you have to choose your topic which is very commonly spoken, which you speak every single day. So the best way is, when you're having a conversation in your mother tongue, just note down the topic on which you are having a conversation, right? And take up that in English and start practicing it. This is the best way you can do it. Okay, so start working on topics in this way so that it's easier for you to catch up or gain confidence and fluency in speaking in English, because these are very general common topics, and if you start practicing on it, you will be prepared. When you go out, you will be able to deliver, you will be able to speak on that topic then. Okay, the next thing is how to prepare ourselves to speak in English. Okay, So when you start practicing on similar topics or common topics or general topics which you speak every day in your mother tongue, if you start preparing in English about on those topics, so these topics will be very familiar, right? You'll be familiar with speaking on these topics. So once you're familiar with speaking on these topics, it will be much easier for you to, think in English and speak in English. So whenever this topic comes, you will immediately start thinking about it in English, like the ideas or what you have to say, right? So your brain will help you to speak in English. If you're familiar with the topic, it will be much easier for you to speak on it. So mentally, you'll be prepared. You know it very well. You have practiced on it. You have spoken about it, right? And you know what you have to speak about it. So familiarity will give you confidence and it will help you to speak in English. Start your brain to process information. Okay. And you can start collecting your ideas and thoughts and then you can start speaking about it. Okay, so collecting your ideas and thoughts is very important. First you collect everything and then speak about it. Okay, and the third one is, of course, how you have to present your ideas. Like first point, second point, third point, right? It should be in a structured way. So that is why you have to train your brain, or you have to process all the information in such a way that it is all structured, right? You know how to start, when to start, where to start, what should your content be and how you should end it. Okay, so that is also very important. The structure, how you have to convey your thoughts, your ideas or your experiences or whatever you're talking about. Okay, so these three things you have to keep in mind. And once you keep in mind all these things, it will be much easier for you to start speaking in English on any topic with anyone, anytime. So now we know what things we need to take care of. Let's take an example and start speaking about it. So today I'm going to take up this topic of annual day function. So yesterday I got to attend my kids' annual day function and it was amazing. So I'm going to talk about that function. Okay, in a very well structured way. So I'll tell you how you can also talk about any of your experiences. You went for a movie, you went for a theater, you went for a music concert, you went for a vacation or anything, whatever you have experienced, you can just talk about it in this way, right? In this structure, in this format. So let's begin. So first part will be the introduction part, like where did I go, what was it about. Yesterday I attended my kids' annual day concert. It was in an auditorium which was a little far from my place. So it took around 30 minutes to reach that place. We were expected to drop our kids backstage by 9:30 and the concert was to begin by 10:30. So thankfully we were on time. We dropped our kid backstage and we came back to the main entrance of the auditorium and we waited for the gates to open. Okay, so this was the introduction. I just spoke about some basic things. What function I attended, what was the rule, etc. Okay, so I just gave a brief about the event. Okay, now what will be the body? So the body or content will be about the concert. What did I see there? Right? What was it about and what rules we have to follow? And then now I'm going to talk about the entire concert. How was it and what was it about basically? Or what did I see there? Okay, and this is the easiest part because you have seen, right? You have witnessed that. It's easier for you to speak about it. I'll start with the beginning. Okay, I'll not speak about anything, picking up anything randomly and I'll speak about it. I'll try to speak about it in a sequence, like how did it start and how did it end. Okay, so let's try this. At 10:30 we entered the auditorium. All the parents were seated and then the function started. The theme of the concert was World Tour. The kids took us for a world tour and they presented the culture, religion and cuisines of different countries. It was a treat for our eyes. It was so beautifully done. There were two parts of the concert. One was the skit part and the other one was the performance or the dance. They took us to places across the continents like Brazil, Dubai, Japan, Italy, etc., etc. And we really enjoyed their performances. They talked about culture and they talked about their cuisines as well. So we got to know a lot of things from the kids. And the performances were also on different songs of different countries. So it was overall a very informative experience. We got to learn a lot from these kids. They wore dresses depicting the countries as well, like Japanese people wear kimonos, so the kids were wearing kimono, etc. So it was overall, the kids have put up a good show with the help of their teachers, of course. And as parents, we really appreciated and we enjoyed the entire performance. So this is what I spoke about. What did I see? What was there in the event, right? They represented different continents and different countries. They wore different dresses and the songs they danced on were from specific countries or languages they chose. So this was overall what I saw in the concert and how did it feel. Okay, the last part I'm going to talk about is my opinion. Okay, or my experience rather. Okay, let's put it in this way. My experience I'm going to talk about. Right? So let's start. It was great watching kids perform. It looked so colorful. They all wore different costumes in different colors. So it was so colorful to see on stage. Everybody wearing different things in different costumes with different colors. So it was very eye-catching and it looked beautiful. The kids were enjoying their performances and the dances were too good. We really had a great time there. Looking at the performances, I really thought how much efforts teachers put in to organize the event or to come up with the whole program and train the kids to perform or to give their best, right? Starting from teaching them the steps, the dialogues, making them perform, making them remember and motivating them to give their best. So they really put in a lot of efforts, all of our teachers. So we should respect our teachers. This made me realize why we should respect our teachers, right? We learn a lot from them. They teach us a lot. So it was a combined effort of all the teachers and entire admin team and the school staffs and the students combined to put up a great show. And it was really amazing. Okay, so this is what I concluded. I just spoke about my experience, what I felt looking at the performances. Okay, so this is what I spoke about. So now when you have to talk about your experiences, you just have to think about how you are going to start, what will be the introduction part, what will be the content and what will be the ending or the conclusion. So basically you can divide it into 3 parts. Introduction will always contain why you were there or what was that. Like I went for a vacation or I went to a music concert or I went to a restaurant to try their menu. So you can talk about it. Next thing was the next part, the content will be about what did you do there, right? What did you see or what did you do there basically. Okay, and the last part will be your experience, your feedback or your thoughts about it. That's it. These 3 things you have to take care of and you can structure your conversation in this way. Once you start getting in practice of speaking about things in this way, in a structured way, it will be much easier for you to start talking about anything with anyone in English on any topic. Trust me on this. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.